Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Williams Fitness back again with another video. So, in the aftermath of the Larry Wheels allegations last night, I was hit with a DM on Instagram by NICOLE Drinkwater. Now, some of you might know who she is. She's a bit of an Instagram fitness type, should I say. That's nothing against Nicole. She basically hit me with a DM last night, basically saying she'd posted a video, and the video was entitled "My Relationship with Larry Wheels." And then she wrote, "Check out my relationship with Larry." So as I started to watch it, it was taken down within a couple of minutes, and it was a good 9-10 minute long video clip, and I was part of the way through it. So I hit her back and just said, "Look, you're taking it down." And she put, "For now, because." So I put, "I'm confused." She put, "We'll explain in a bit." I put, "Okay, keep me posted." So then she sent me some audio clips, and I have got these audio clips on here, and this does go on to state a lot of things, and a lot of things that are going to be brought to light. So I basically replied, "Okay, sounds good to me. It's late here in the UK because it was about midnight now, but I'll hit you up tomorrow and we can talk further. Thank you." She put, "Thank you, awesome." Then she sent me a link to the new YouTube video. Now, what she'd done is she'd sent me another audio clip, basically explaining, look, she'd spoken to Larry. Larry had said, "Look, you can't make a video," because in her current, her first video, she'd stated that she'd not watched the clip of obviously what Larry's ex had said. So Larry had basically turned around to her and said, "Look, you can't make a judgment and an opinionated video on this, giving your side or version without seeing the video." So Larry actually told her, "Go watch the video, take it down, re-upload something else," which is exactly what she did. So I did watch the second video, and I've linked it below, and my response was, "Okay, so I've watched your new video, and it's clear you're obviously trying to do some sort of damage control on Larry's behalf, which I understand completely. However, I can make a video either with you, or if you like, ask you some questions, and you can send me over some audio responses to make it easier for you, and we can get your side out there. Also, if Larry wants to do the same and reach out to me at any point to give his version of events, etc., tell him to just drop me a DM, let me know what you think, and obviously do this as soon as possible." So then I had a second audio clip, which I'll play for you now.
I did a video about mine and Larry's relationship, but I didn't watch the video that his ex put up because I just chose to ignore it because I didn't want to watch it. Anyway, Larry was like, "Listen, you need to watch it because you can't, people are going to say you didn't even watch it." So I've now watched it. I'm Larry's new girlfriend. I've watched it. I made a YouTube video because I do believe that he should have the benefit of the doubt. I don't think either of them are perfect. Anyway, I've explained this in the video, so I'll upload it and I'll send it over to you. And if you're interested, you can share it. He is going to do a video. He is going to do one because obviously he just said it's really blowing off right now. But if you are interested in hearing my side as well, with my relationship with Larry right now, just let me know and I'll be happy to share it with you. Hey. Yeah, sure. I don't mind you sending me some questions. That's absolutely fine. So Larry's actually just waiting for something that is given hard proof of evidence against what she's saying. Once he has that, he's then going to be doing a video because obviously he wants something that's going to be to hand. Obviously, he doesn't want something that to be like, "Oh yeah, I didn't do it," and then people just decide. He's actually got proof. He's just waiting to get it. So hopefully he gets it. But anyway, in the meantime, for sure, send me over some questions. I mean, yeah, the thing is obviously people will think, obviously I'm going to be defensive on his side. That's a given. But, there are two sides to every story, but his will come out soon. Sorry, my little doggy's barking. But yeah, send me over some questions. No worries.
So obviously from that audio clip, twice she's said, "Okay, send me some questions over, we'll do some responses." Now, I did send her questions that I thought not only I wanted answering, but I thought questions that you guys yourselves would want me to ask. I was going to do a bit of a poll on it to ask what sort of questions, but I thought I'd just get some silly comments. So I just thought, right, I'll ask the tough questions, see what sort of responses I get, etc., and take it from there. Now, please bear in mind, these are the questions I've asked. I did not get a response, and I will explain why shortly. So the first question I asked was, so first of all, some background on how yourself and how did you meet Larry? Were you one of the alleged affairs? Sorry to be blunt, but it's what people will presume. So obviously I asked that question because I wanted to start it off with who she is, how she met Larry. Obviously Larry was accused of having an affair, and I wanted her to be clear if she was part of that or if it was completely separate. And it sort of starts the ball rolling. Second question I asked was, were you aware, either from Larry or others, about his ex-girlfriend and their volatile, that's in quotations, should we say relationship? Like, did Larry ever say it was a good or bad relationship? What are your thoughts on this? Then I moved to my third question, and basically I just listed about 5 or 6 questions for her to send audio responses to. Third question. Now, I know you mentioned Larry will be posting a video soon, and he's providing evidence to almost contradict the ex-girlfriend. Are you aware of what this evidence might be? Is it some sort of police report, video, etc.? Then I moved and posed my fourth question. So again, I apologise in advance, but I had to think of what other people will ask and also know. Has Larry ever hurt you, both physically or mentally in any way, since you've been together? Or even shown any aggression towards you? Again, I know this may be a difficult question to answer, as I'm not saying he's done anything at all. However, it's your story, so your perspective on this and what you have to put across. So basically, I just put that out there so she can put her version of events, or basically more of a character reference almost for Larry. Because obviously she is doing this to protect Larry in a way. And if there is this evidence out there, etc., obviously I was trying to find out what kind of evidence it was, because obviously Larry is going to do his own video soon. I don't know if it's going to be like some sort of an apology video. Personally, regardless of whatever comes out and whatever Larry brings forward to the table, I still 100% disagree with how he dealt with that situation. I'm sure Nicole might probably agree with me. How he handled it was disgusting. How he spoke to her was disgusting. The anger, the temper. But again, we don't know the context of what was actually happening. I'm not victim bashing either. Also, I don't know if any of this may have been staged. And I'm saying that allegedly because Nicole has said this in her video. Obviously, she was well aware she was recording. She had no idea until later on. Larry had no idea even that she was recording. So she could have said anything and almost set him up. But that's not what I'm trying to get at. I was just trying to get these questions across that I thought you might want me to ask. So the fifth question I posed was, where do you think this will go from here, as these are very severe and damaging claims? Granted, it's only audio, however, he did speak to her in a way that's out of line. And yes, I think it's all about context, and I agree she could have staged, in quotations, possibly what she was saying. She knew he was being recorded. However, my personal opinion is I think he was way over the line from what I heard personally, and I think maybe a public apology might be a struggle. If he does have some sort of evidence to put forward, what are your thoughts on this? So, again, I had no response from any of these. I know she's seen these messages. She was active on social media for a good couple of hours. She was posting to a story. She was posting to a feed. She was replying to comments. So I don't know if it was a case of she just didn't have the time to set aside or any quiet time to come back and make these replies. Obviously, I needed to get this video up and out there. I made that disclaimer to her. I have to make this video now, not after the fact and after Larry posts his. So the sixth question, and the one that everybody's probably forgotten about, and I wasn't that bothered about asking, but I was again trying to put myself in your shoes. These questions need to be answered almost. So the sixth question I posed was, this is kind of a personal question but does seem irrelevant to myself. However, I think people will want to know. His ex mentions obviously a history of cheating. Again, her side. But then dropped the bombshell of it was with men also in this case. Now, she did say that Larry was having an affair not just with women but with guys. So I put that question forward too. I have had no response. I did DM her just before making this recording and this video. And I've just basically, I was asking her, if she wanted to title it a certain way, if she had any pictures of her and Larry she'd like me to use as the thumbnail. So I was trying to be as nice as possible about this. Obviously, this is a very sensitive subject, and I thought, maybe she would like to have more of an input and not just some recordings, but more involvement in the video making itself. Then I replied again about 1:30. I said, can you hit me back as soon as possible, please? And then again, I went on her social media and she was still replying to people in the comments. So I thought, you know what? You clearly seen my messages. You're clearly active on social media. I'm guessing either this was a delay tactic, but let's not forget, she DM'd me. Who else did she DM? Did she DM Nick Strength and Power, Kenny KO, RX Muscle? So obviously I've got to jump on this story ASAP. I can't just sit and wait for a potential response. By that time, Larry's video is going to be out there. I don't have any idea of what this evidence is. She did quote, it would need to be to hand. So I'm presuming it's some sort of paperwork, whether that's a police statement, report, whatever. I don't know. Let's just sit back and see. And again, any comments, drop below. I did try my best, guys, to ask her all the questions I thought you might want to be answered. I hope I put across the things that you obviously wanted me to ask. I didn't get a response. If I do, I will upload a second video. I can always do a part 1, part 2. The door is always open for Nicole to come back and give her version. Or Larry. I've opened the door for Larry if he wants to come on and give his version of events, which I doubt is going to happen. He's got a bigger audience than I do. It makes more sense for him to reach out to his own followers. So on that note, guys, I will leave it there. I'm not going to cover any more women beating alleged videos until there's actually anything of substantiation, anything of substance that I can actually put out to you. So on that note, I've been Williams Fitness. You've been you. Peace.